With Singapore behind us, round 6 sees CRL back in Brazil. Last time we was here, Tier 1 saw Indian Jesus win from 18th, choosing the perfect time to change to Inters. With rain anticipated during the latter stages of Q3, drivers were quick to get their best laps in early to avoid the Brazilian showers. Amongst it all, it was De Wil who took pole position, over a second clear of Harv. VMAX had a great qualifying and would line up third for the race, whilst championship leader Nathan would start fourth. With drama always lurking around in Interlagos, who would take the checkered flag in Brazil?
Underway for round 7 of the Brazilian GP, that looks like the racing point of the racing point's got ahead of Harvey Lees as we head down into turn 2. It's Mark's got ahead of him, goes around the outside, has the inside line for turn 2, and Harvey Lees is already losing ground because he's got Nathan around the outside, so he's got bogged down at the start, but he's alongside Nathan now as we head down into turn 4, but he will outdrag him and takes the place away from him, so we got a bad start as down around the outside goes the Louis Lambert, gets pushed off the track by a racing point of Ferg. Ferg was having none of it as down in the midfield there goes a Ferrari. Indian Jesus goes around the outside, but looks like Louis Lambert takes that place back. He almost spins, but talk about spinner, we've got J-Law off the track, he's drifting, and that will be a 3-second time penalty for corner cut in the game, will class it as. Down the inside goes Ferg on the Red Bull. Ferg has muscled his way up into P5 ahead of Nemo. So Ferg is not messing around tonight. He is trying to make something of this race after starting in a poor qualified place in P8. Can he take the lead of this race? Is he close enough on this lap? Can he get into turn 1, I wonder? Yes, he will. Mark sets the fastest lap, and down the inside he goes. The racing point versus the Avatari. Go side by side into turn 1 and turn 2, but Duval takes the place back. But Mark has the DRS and the slipstream. Can he get himself into Q? Look at that Harvey Lee's got a much better exit compared to him. But looks like Mark has the overspeed due to that slipstream effect from Duval, but Duval maintains his ground in first place. Looks like Mark will try again on Duval. This time he's going to go around the outside into turn 1. No, he doesn't. Try to find a different way to get past the Frenchman, but it wasn't happening. He's desperately trying to get past him. Could this be his chance? But look at that. Here comes Mark again. He needs to be a bit more aggressive to overtake Duval. There he goes into turn 1. Has got the inside line into turn 2. No, he hasn't. But Harvey trying to go around the outside into turn 2. But hasn't quite paid off for him. But trying to get back at him as majority of them have run out of ERS already. On lap 8, down the inside goes Ferg. A late move from him, they both barge wheels. Oh, so close to taking each other out of the race. As Nathan slicks past through on Ferg. Ferg trying to hold it around the outside, it's getting so close and personal between them. Definitely switch over to the mediums, and they're all coming in. Who's going to stay out? Nathan has decided to stay out then. 4 drivers in that train are in the pits. There he is then, Mark has got ahead of Duval. He's managed to undercut him, but the problem is he's on the hard compound tyres, so could that be a big worry for him? Indian Jesus has retired from the session and down the inside wall. Almost tries to go down the inside as a safety car has been deployed. Safety car's been deployed, and that's exactly what the media runners would have wanted. That has played out beautifully. But Nathan as well. Nathan's got ahead. He's got ahead of all of them. Wow, Nathan's lucky day. He's just got ahead of all of these drivers. He's potentially in a net P1. He'll pull away like Max Verstappen did in 2019 right now. Here we go, and here comes Duval around the outside, but I think Duval has to back out a bit because it was a bit too quick off the line. I will try to go around the outside into turn 1. No, he can't, but he tried to. So good attempt from Duval, but there's a Ferrari. Giroud Vizza has gone off the track into turn 1, rejoins in P13. As they're all putting pressure on Mark ahead. Nathan's only got a 1.3 second advantage as Berry versus Giroud versus Duval. Ferg trying to go down the inside. He's caught Harvey Lee's that pin. Harvey Lee's been overtaken by Ferg. There he is then. Gets a better exit and goes down the inside. Up into P2 he goes. Tries to hold it as long as he can around the outside, but can't quite make it. It goes off the track as well. And I think he will. And that means Harvey Lees will have to fight Mark, be a bit more aggressive. As Nathan sets the fastest lap of the race. The racing point is in the way, but that's very lenient from the racing point to give him space because he was so close behind him. Wasn't that close at all, actually. Here comes Ferg and Duval, easy move from him, and goes up into P2. And Harvey Lee still has not got past Mark. Can't afford to stay behind him too long, otherwise that's his race gone. Game is gone. Should have been on the podium in the first place, but as again he messed up. Goes around the outside into turn 1, as Mark will obviously fight back, as Faxland has overtaken. Bit of contact, I believe, because Faxland did look like he was sliding around a bit. Will he come back at him into turn 4? And Harvey needs to be a bit more aggressive than that, because he shouldn't allow that overtake to happen, really. Down the inside he goes! And he's done it in the place you'd expect to, but finally should have done that a few laps ago. Oh dear, been a crash between Jeroen Vizsla and Stein, and a virtual safety car has been deployed. Not only that, there's another driver involved, which is Krishna, so Krishna also in an incident again. There he is then, around the outside into turn 1, easy move. Now he's got the softeners to deal with, but the softeners are coming to the end on their soft tyres.
A first win in CRL for Nathan after the safety car came out at exactly the right time. Ferg's 3-second time penalty hurt him at the end as it dropped him from 2nd down to 4th, allowing Duwell and Half to join Nathan on the podium. Another solid race for iNemo saw him finish in 5th place, just only missing out on 4th by the slimmest of margins. VMark's decision to pit for the hard tyres backfired, as with the rest of the pack on softer tyres, all he could do was simply defend. Nathan's first victory helped him to extend his lead in the championship to 21 points. Harv and Ferg tied for 2nd place with 139 points, with AJ and Duwell not too far behind either. The Brazilian Grand Prix was a race that had everything, so here's hoping for another exciting race in Belgium.